Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer, and to all of you that keep coming back, hello and welcome back. Quick reminder, if you've never subscribed, just to remind you to click that red button there that says subscribe, and after that click the bell sign. That way you get a notification whenever I upload a new video. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about the Igbo tribe and the Yoruba tribe, and I'm going to be asking, what is actually the problem? I think there's so much unspoken dislikes or hatred between these two tribes. We know we have tribalism and everything in Nigeria, but there's this particular thing that is almost like there's an issue between the Yorubas and the Igbos. You know, the other day I was just thinking to myself, what is actually the issue? Like, like, what is it really? I remember I made a post about it on Facebook. Actually, that post I made was triggered by a song. I was clearing up my phone to make more space. I came across this video that's on my phone. It's been on my phone for a long time. I watched it and it was stuck in my head all day. I sang it to the next day. You know the way sometimes a song can be stuck in your head? It was stuck in my head all day, and the next day I was still singing it. You guys may know this guy, they call him, oh my god, he sang this song. And what is so beautiful about it, to me anyway, Nigeria, my biggest connection would be Yoruba and Igbo, and I just love the way he beautifully married the Igbo rhythm or Igbo music with Yoruba language, and it just feels good. I just love the way they blend together. And I was thinking to myself, if only Igbos and Yorubas can actually if only Igbos and Yoruba can actually be so beautifully united, like this song is beautifully united. I'll play to you guys the music that actually triggered this thing I'm talking about, you know, and I actually absolutely love this music. I really love it. I'll play it to you guys so you can listen.
Aha. Aha. I want to teach you one song, and this is song. All you need to do is to say one thing, and that is war. Are you ready? Let me hear you now. Aha. Ice water. One by Winnie B. Malo shebi ogogoro àwọn motika body malo lala kibo oya shebi mommy oya shebi daddy oya shebi olowo malo shebi olosho ewo 419 Nigeria Limited, 36 million naira serpent. Aha. Aha. Kosegbo.
If only, like, it's a beautiful blend of Igbo and Yoruba mixed together. And I shared the song on Facebook, and I said, I can't remember how I phrased it anyways, and I was like, what is actually like the thing between Igbos and Yorubas? Because I genuinely mean this question, because if you ask, oh, what's the issue with, let's say, Igbos and Hausas, or anybody, or Yoruba and Hausas, the thing you're going to hear is, oh, Hausa people kill all our people in the east. I mean, Hausa people kill all our people in the north, and, you know, blah blah blah, Fulani headsmen or whatever, you know. So okay, fine, you know, fine. At the end of the day, we still know that at the end of the day, not all Hausas are bad. You know, there's still some good ones among them. But here in Europe, I used to live, you know, my next door neighbor used to be Hausas, and I have to be honest, they were the nicest people I've ever met, and they are Christians as well. And the husband, oh my goodness, if you have a problem, like if your car ever broke down or anything, you know, he's very quick. He would help you. Like, if he doesn't care if it's raining or whatever, he would put his life on the line to help you. Like, he was such a lovely guy. So, you know, but unfortunately there's the bad ones that give the good ones, you know, bad name. So I'm not even talking about that, but I want to understand exactly, you know. Okay, yeah, so we understand there's always going to be that thing about, oh, how some people are, you know, whatever, people are being killed in north or whatever. But when it comes to Igbos and Yorubas, I actually do not know what is the grudge between us. What is actually, you know, what is actually the grudge between us? And the funny thing is that we've claim not to really like each other, and the next weekend you're going to be hearing that Chukwudi is marrying BC, Olatunji is getting married to Chidimma. Well, our people are intermarrying, but somehow there seems to be that, you know, when you ask, you can't really get an answer. Even the post I made on Facebook, if people are leaving comment that, oh, Awolowo this and that, I'm thinking to myself, but Awolowo is dead and gone. Awolowo is dead and gone, and nobody actually could tell me what actually is the problem between us. When you ask these questions, a lot of people have no answers as to why we actually have issues between us. You hear somebody say, Njofe Manu, you know, Igbos would say Yorubas are Ofe Manu, as their food is very oily, very red. And then you hear the Yorubas will say, Anwa Jokputa Mamomi, means that the Igbos eat stone without drinking water. So they're saying that, Igbos, those of you that know swallows, African swallow, they say that the Igbos, we have very hard swallows. Our swallows are very hard. But that's, and so, like, okay, yeah, Ofe Manu, Ajokuta Mamumi, is that what to hate people about? And when somebody left a comment in that post I made on Facebook, and he basically said something like, this thing is actually just this, he said there's actually nothing between us. No, this thing is just inherited, how did he say? Something like inherited hatred for each other, like passed down from one generation to the other. I feel like that as well. I want to make this video. I like dialogue. I want us to actually think about it. Somehow may never bring peace between Yorubas and Igbos, or other tribes in Nigeria, but you never know. A post like this, a video like this, can actually change one person. One person may sit down and be like, it's actually true. What's the problem? Actually, do you know what I mean? Because sometimes I think sometimes people actually forget that there's nothing between us. There's nothing wrong. There's actually no reason why we should hate each other. And you hear people say, don't ever marry from this tribe and don't ever marry from that tribe. I'll share with you guys a post I shared on Facebook a long time ago. I saw it online somewhere and I shared it on Facebook. And I'll tell you the 12 reasons some people say that, Igbos and Yorubas should not intermarry. 12 top reasons why Igbos and Yorubas should not marry. Top 12. That means there are more, but these are the top 12. It says, reasons Igbos should not marry Yorubas. They are dirty. All they know how to do is party. They eat too much oil. Their women flirt, sleep around too much. Their men will always cheat with Yoruba women. They are loud and obnoxious. You can hear them from a mile away. They are wild. They are real Akata people. They are Nigerians' problem. They don't understand the Igbo culture. They do too much juju. They betrayed the Igbo during the Biafran War. And to top the list, they are not Igbos. Reasons Yoruba should not marry Igbos. They are rude, they have no respect. All they know how to do is chase money. Their pounded yam is as hard as a stone. They don't put enough oil and spice in their food. Their in-laws are wicked. The husband's family will always maltreat the woman. They cannot speak Yoruba, and even if they can, they do not know our culture. They will sell their brother for money. They won't let us play our Fuji music at home. They are Nigerians' problem. They keep trying to divide us. When their women die, their bodies have to be returned to Igbo land to be buried. They eat human beings. And the mother of all crimes, they are not. I remember sharing this once on Facebook, and some Igbos are like, what is that? And some Yorubas are like, what is that? Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Some of these things may apply to some people, may not apply to some people. And some things that you say about Igbos are like this. Don't forget, at the end of the day, we have our separate cultures. Igbo soup may not be as oily as Yoruba soup, but is that enough reason to say don't marry them, their soup is not oily enough? Or to say, oh, their soup is too oily? Is that really enough reason to say don't marry their soup is too oily? Like, some of these things are just like, if you think deep about it, you realize that a lot of these things don't even make sense. Let's be honest, there are cultural differences. We all know about cultural differences, but I feel like sometimes if we really sit down, fine, we have cultural differences and everything, but sometimes when we really sit down, we see that some of the reasons we give why we hate each other are actually nothing. Like, there is no reason. Say, but oh, somebody are trying to preach you. I'm just trying to make us think deep about these things. Let me tell you, if you were born in an orphanage, and let's say you were Igbo or you're Yoruba, but you were born, let's say Yoruba, and you found yourself in an orphanage there in the East, and you grew up there, and they don't have a birth certificate, they don't know who your parents are. You will be raised as an Igbo girl, Igbo man, or whatever. You're going to grow up and see yourself as an Igbo man or as an Igbo person. You wouldn't even be you know, you wouldn't even see any reason not to like Igbo people. The same thing, if you're an Igbo man and you were raised in an orphanage and nobody knew your real parents or whatever, you grew up in Yoruba land, you will grow up seeing Yoruba people as your people. You're going to accept them as your people, you're going to speak the language. And so, but this thing about hatred for each other, it's just, I don't know. Some people don't like to hear things like this. I hate tribalism, I hate racism, I hate segregation, I hate all these things. I feel like at the end of the day, we're all the same. There's no reason why we should hate each other. I'm not saying you must marry from whatever tribe, I'm just saying. But when it comes to then hatred of each other, you know, if you, oh yeah, by the way, if you're watching this and you think that I'm wrong, and you think that there's an authentic reason for us to hate each other, leave it in the comment section below. You know, leave it in the comment section below. Let's actually have this conversation. Let's actually discuss this. You are convinced in your heart that there's a reason why we should never love each other. We should never accept each other. Feel free, leave it in the comment section below. I'm hoping that we can address a topic like this maturely and respectfully. We can't keep avoiding topics like this. It's good to discuss it. If at the end of the day my message gets to only one person, I'm happy. And hopefully that's that one person that's going to raise the next generation of children that are not going to have reasons to hate each other. So that's all I wanted to say. And I'm going to end this video by saying, don't forget that Igbo, Yoruba, or whatever, when we bleed, we all bleed red. With that, I'm just going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.
It's goodbye, friends, and goodbye, folks.